What's up, guys? This is key number 12 in this seductive course, and it's to be a pain and a pleasure. Now, earlier I talked about the push-pull method, and I don't really agree with how a lot of people go about using this technique, because it's just right from the get-go. It's like, be nice, don't be nice, be nice, don't be nice. It's like they rely on it solely for them to be seductive. So that's the part I don't agree with. But just saying, I'm just gonna go for push-pull. Like, it does work sometimes, but like I said, with women that you really want, I'm sure, higher value women that value themselves highly, it's not that simple. But there is definitely a place for it, and that's what I'm gonna go over right here. So being a pain and a pleasure. The first point is, too much kindness will begin to slowly kill seduction at some point. It gets boring, and that's the truth. That's why push-pull does have its purpose, because being kind all the time, it gets boring. Like I said before when I was talking about showing your weak side, being a pain and a pleasure, it's like you show your weak side, so you show that, but then you also have to inflict some kind of pain on them, and not physical pain and not bad emotional pain. It's just, you can't keep on raising her up, because soon she's gonna max out, right? Like, it's like a drug addict. No, I don't know if that's a good example, but it's like the first time they use a drug, it's their best high, right? And then they have to keep on taking more to get there, and then they max out, and it's like, and then they just become a huge junkie. That's horrible. But the point is, you max out on a level of the high, I guess, that you give off to her, and it gets boring. So, you have to be a pain and a pleasure. So the number 2 is to inflict pain so you can make the pleasure seem even better. Think of it like I said, if let's say the max is 100 on her happiness level, you're being super nice to her, you're being super seductive, you're mysterious, you're powerful, you're confident, she thinks she found the one, but you're still, you're just being nice to her, and then she's just like, this is getting kind of boring. It's like another example of a movie. Why are we interested in movies? Because they have some kind of plot, they have some kind of adversity that they face where they have to overcome it, right? That's what makes us interested in the movie. If the movie just went well 100% of the time, it's like, yeah, all right, cool, but it was like, I felt good, I guess, but it wasn't interesting at all. All the superhero movies, what do they have? Every movie where it's two friends doing something together, they always face the conflict, and then they face the little breakup that they go through where they get mad at each other. And it's like, that's what makes the whole thing interesting. That's what makes us keep watching it, because we want to see in the end when it all manifests and all that energy that was kind of negative just turns back to positive, and it seems even better, right? So inflict pain so you can make the pleasure seem even better. You don't want to bring the energy down. You just want the energy to be more negative, so then you could turn it into a positive. You don't want the moments to get dull. You just want to inflict some kind of pain. So the next point is, don't let the situation get too comfortable. So yeah, like I said, don't let it get dull, and don't just be super nice over and over and expect her to not get bored. You're going to get bored as well, probably. And if you keep on being nice and nice and nice, like I said, it seems like it's coming out of neediness. And even if it is coming out of your good character, you are always a good person. It's just, it gets boring, and it gets women don't like it. I've talked to multiple women. They're like, yeah, I broke up with my man because he was too clingy or whatever. Like, that's what you start seeming like you're going to be if you're just always too nice, always too on top of things with her. You have to be pain as well. So next point is, sometimes it's great to keep the situation tense so the relaxation after feels even better. So you want to get things tense and create that tension and create that, what's another word for it? I don't know. I think that is the best word. Just tension, feeling like the waters are kind of rough. So that way, when things are back good again, it's like, it feels amazing, just because things were lower, but things weren't really that low. Like, if the energy between you two, or you in a group or whatever, is high, if you inflict some kind of negative energy on it, it seems like it gets low, because we tend to think quickly, move quickly, especially in this generation. Our attention spans seem, I guess, to just kind of waver very quickly. So if you were to lower the energy of the conversation and the whole mood for just one moment, people are in shock, right? Like, if something happened at a party and everybody's having a good time, and then something rough happened, if somebody fell and hit super hard, or like it happens in sports, right? The intensity's high, and then somebody hits the deck, and it's like, oh shoot, like, everybody calm down for a second. But then once you know that they're okay, you can resume back, and the energy, I guess, isn't the exact same, but it still can get back up, right? Once you know that everything's okay. So if you lower the mood or the energy for a moment, it seems kind of bad, and they're feeling a different way now. But then once you bring it back, back, all that positive emotion that they built up, it's still there. It didn't go away. Their mood wasn't ruined. Don't want to do anything so bad to the point where the mood gets ruined, right? That would be more like in a sports if somebody got a bad injury. If they don't get a bad injury, then the mood can just resume to where it was, right? But if they do, it's like, oh shoot, now it's kind of ruined. So if you inflict a little bit of pain energy into the moment, it could bring it right back, and it feels even better because, like I said, you took them out of their comfort zone. They're feeling so good. They were getting tired of feeling so good. It was getting boring. The woman was getting immune to all this attention and these compliments or whatever that you were paying her, and you want to be able to lower it and then boom, bring it right back up. So don't ever let her think that she has you wrapped around her finger. So that's the next thing. It's not really a game like the gurus say of, you have to be the man, you have to be the one that's in charge, blah blah blah, be the jerk. Don't let her think that she has you emotionally or whatever. It's not like that. It's just she doesn't have you wrapped around, because that's, some women like to do that. They like to have someone that's just, who's not possessive, right? Like everyone is kind of to some extent. We want, all right, we really like you. This happens in relationships all the time, right? It's like you get so clingy, you don't even want to see them look at somebody else. So we want to be possessive over objects, people, whatever, just naturally, right? Human nature. Once we find something we want, we don't want anyone else to have it. That's just natural, but don't take it too far, but just don't let her think that she has you. So it's not like in an ego way where it's like, no, you don't have, like, you're always constantly thinking of it, but she shouldn't have you. You're still your own person at the end of the day. So just remember that, and don't let her think that, like I said, has she wrapped around her finger. And the example for this of being a pain and a pleasure is sex after an argument is some of the best sex ever. I know at least someone has to feel me on that, if not multiple people, right? When the tensions are high and there's an argument right before sex, how amazing is the sex afterwards? That's the best I've ever had, honestly, especially when it's someone that you have positive energy with. When the positive energy, you guys have great positive energy, but then you guys just go through this negative energy swing right after getting those positive emotions out through sex. It feels great. It's the best ever, and what you could use to your advantage. Like I said, if you're pain and a pleasure, you're seducing her, you have the positive emotions and energy's high, then you turn it, kind of become a pain to her, things kind of go negative, but then you gotta start working it out through making it out, maybe sex, whatever. Like I said, don't get too boring, don't be too much of a pleasure. You gotta mix pain and pleasure, push, pull, give her all your attention, and then pull it away after a while, after you have her wrapped around your finger, kind of thing. It's not so much like relationship wise, like I have her, I could do anything I want and she won't leave me, not like that wrapped around, but I mean more like I have her wrapped around my seductive trap for the night, kind of thing. Like, I can inflict some pain. I've already built up this trust, this credibility, these positive emotions. I've already built them up very high. So now I can create some tension with us, so that way we can release it and it can all feel that much better. Like I said, treat your seductive process like a movie. It starts off good, and then you just meet some adversity, and then you get the big happy ending, right? So that's key number 12. Be a pain and a pleasure, and let's get into the next one.